Gordon and Emma Duncan from Jim's Building Inspections, Kenmore.
How long have you been
Brisbane.
for?
Coming in October will be 2 years. I saw a post from Sam on Facebook one day, told Emma, and the next day we had an appointment.
We have an argument about that. I saw the post, but anyway.
We had literally the following day we had an appointment to see Sam. So
Yeah.
it was, my wife doesn't hang around. She's a do it now girl. She's basically, we were in, basically as soon as we met him, we were sold. I'm physically, as a builder, and my body was starting to reject, the long days and the hard work, and it was like, we had to think about something, to use my talents, for good, as it were, and do something that wasn't gonna, it's sustainable. Like physically working on the tools wasn't going to be sustainable for much longer.
It's been fantastic. Yeah. I mean, this is the thing, you have all that wealth of information, you have all that knowledge, and you just want to use it in a completely different capacity, get off the tools and actually start applying it in a different way. And Gordon and I, Gordon's obviously the builder, he's the inspector, but we're a team. We've been a team for a very long time. We've run a business for a very long time. And
having said that, you are a pool safety inspector.
I'm a pool safety inspector as well.
Yeah.
But I think one of the biggest things was in our building business, we've always helped people. It's always been about helping people. A huge part of what Gordon did towards the end of building was actually coming in and rectifying. And it was just it was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It was just such a no-brainer because Gordon was getting more and more and more angry at the fact that, why aren't people helping people? And it just made sense. I think that's our point of difference. I think that's Jim's point of difference. I think that's Jim's building inspections point of difference, is that there are unfortunately groups out there that you just pay and you get a report and that's the end of it. But we don't do that. Our group doesn't do that. We certainly don't do that. It's all about making those connections. From the minute you ring, and in our situation, you're talking to me, but the minute you ring, I'm wanting to know where you're at. I'm wanting to know how we can, support. Oh, yes, you've rung for a building and pest inspection, but what's behind it? Where are you in the journey? Are you an investor? Are you selling? And then we travel through. We want you on site for the inspections. People get knocked away by that. Gordon does the inspection, and then you take over with a significant amount of time at the end of the inspection doing verbal reporting. We do the written report. We follow up again, and we travel all the way through. We take a great deal of pride in that. We love helping people.
Yeah, we do. Pre-purchase building and pest, pre-sale building and pest, new construction stage inspections, asbestos sampling and testing. We can do a visual asbestos inspection as well, mold inspections. And then there's a bunch of property condition reports that we can do, entry and exit reports for rental properties. So there's a wide range of services that we provide. New construction at the moment, and particularly maybe because we're in Queensland and we've got the Olympics sort of building for that ramping up, so the quality of trades is not as good as it probably could be. So we're finding people are becoming a bit more savvy, and they're realizing that new stage inspections are a sensible investment. So that's starting to increase a little bit, which is good. So hopefully we'll see an increase in that.
The other area that we're also seeing too, and again maybe it's Queensland, we get a lot of storms, supporting people with their insurance. That's actually a really big thing. Insurers cannot cope. They can't cope with getting the normal people that they would have got out. And we're doing a significant amount to support insurers. And we're also tag teaming with a lot of insurance companies because, insurance brokers, because before they take on a policy holder, they're wanting to actually get the property checked over. So it's a bit of a health check that we do prior to them taking on a new client. Insurance is another area.
Yeah. I mean, the reality is I don't think there's any set time. It's probably good to do your due diligence and know who you want looking at your property earlier rather than later. But, I mean, we do offer a same-day service. So if you get stuck, we can, generally fit you in the same day. If not, we're within a couple of days. So Emma's got certain buyers agents who know that they can put down a 3 to 5 day window on their clause when they sign a contract, and that will accommodate them. So the earlier the better, because then you have an understanding of who's going to be looking at your property, what it's going to cost you, and the timelines. But yeah, if it's last minute, we can move stuff around and we'll fit you in.
And we have a lot of we love first home buyers. We love they're our little joy. But first home buyers, they ring us up and they haven't even found somewhere yet. But we talk them through it. We send them out an email. We give them a sample report. We talk them through what's involved, and all of a sudden the farm calms and they're like, oh, okay, I've got someone, I know what they're going to do, I know they've got my back. So we talk to people sometimes months away from them actually finding a property, and that's lovely. It gives them peace of mind. You know, we've definitely got someone who's coming back to us. So yeah. I think it depends on the quality of the franchise system.
Yeah.
We looked at a lot.
Yeah.
We looked at a lot of opportunities. Yeah.
And I mean, once you actually had that initial conversation and you understand what's available, it's actually a no-brainer. And I think having the background for running your own business prior to it is a good step and helps, because you already understand what you need. But yeah, I mean, having a conversation with Sam was not, he sets you at ease straight away, and then you get to understand the processes that are in place and how, there are far more, I can't think of negatives, but positives, far outweigh anything that could be, changing, how you thought about a franchise. So yeah, that initial conversation,
and it might sound dorky, but you really do feel like you're joining a family.
Yeah.
You really do. You feel, and it's the other franchisees aren't competition. They're there supporting us.
Yeah, exactly.
We support them, they support us. Sam's there, our franchisor's there to support us. And it's a good model. It's just a good model. You work harder, you got more money in your pocket.
It doesn't cost you more.
It doesn't cost you more because you work harder. So yeah, it's a really good model. We did look at a lot of other opportunities over a long period of time, and it was amazing. In some ways, it's amazing how quickly we took up. But then we'd done our research, and we were really after we met Sam, it was like, yep, we're ready.
Yep, we go as far west as actually, not going to say. We'll literally travel as far as we need to service clients. Established clients, we'll obviously go a little bit further. Leads are generally in the areas that they come from, but I mean, we've gone as far west as Oakey so far, which is west of Toowoomba. So yeah, I mean, on Monday I was 2 hours north of where we live, because that's a big volume builder client that we've got. So yeah, we don't limit ourselves. That I think that's actually a key, is that, you'll service who requires servicing, basically.
We're Jim's Building Inspections Kenmore. So, we service the Kenmore, our territory is Kenmore, Bellbowery, Ansted, all the way Brookfield, Tivoli, Chuar, Karana Downs, Paralee, all the way into Ipswich. It's actually quite a big postcode area. But yeah, as Gordon said, we love going up to Toowoomba.
Yep.
The whole scenic rim.